is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 power forwards right now in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, this is just my personal tier list, okay? So, it's not going to be, a tier, or it's not going to be a top 10 that, a lot of people might agree with. Everybody's not going to agree with this. It's just the way it is. Now, something I do want to say before this video starts, guys like Embiid going to be on the center list, guys like Chet on the power forward list. So, a lot of it's also where I do put the player myself, where I would rank the player myself, whether it is at the power forward or a center position. So kind of keep that in the back of your guys' minds. Now, got 10 power forwards to go through. Started it off here at number 10 with Diamond Kwame Brown, 6'11", a 7'1" wingspan. Now, what are the good parts about Kwame Brown? Well, it's his base. Kwame Brown, Kobe Bryant base on a quick, normal leaner, Zach LaVine dribble style. Problem is, the Tim Duncan upper is pretty tough to time with that 79 3-bo, which is not super high, especially with not great hot spots. Some people do use Kwame Brown, though. Like, even in the comp community, there are some people out there who use Kwame Brown and actually do really like the card. Am I one to love Kwame Brown? No. I think this card is good, not great. It's why he's in here at number 10. But his release at the power forward position is one of the better ones we do have in my team. At my number 9, we're plugging in C-Web, Chris Webber, 6'10", a 7'3" wingspan. The best part about Chris Webber is his badges. Hall of Fame anchor, box out beast, post lockdown, and rebound chaser, as well as brick wall. Comes with speed booster, has Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Good 3-ball, decent speed, good lateral quickness. There's just really no flaws in Chris Webber. I don't think, the card's perfect. His release is just fine, leaner is fine, stat-wise fine, badge-wise fine. But he's going to be a guy you can have and run at the power forward position that you can trust. Like, there's not anything Chris Webber is going to do bad on the court. And I think that has to at least mean something for you guys, right? If you could just go out there with a guy and trust him on the court, that has to mean something. Chris Webber coming in here at my number 9. At my number 8, Pink Diamond Karl-Anthony Towns, 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 94 3-ball, 87 speed, lateral quickness, Hall of Fame range, blinders, anchor, box out beast, brick wall, immobile enforcer, post lockdown, rebound chaser, big driver. If you look at this card stat badge wise, he's one of the best power forwards in the entire game. Stat badge wise, probably top 3. The problem comes with this right here, the release. The Karl-Anthony Towns base on normal timing is just absolutely disgusting. And this is coming from somebody who has Cat. I have Cat. I use Cat, or try to use Cat. It's just sad. Like, Cat should be better than he is. It just comes down to the fact that that release is so slow, so baited. It's easy to get a contest on it. It's just not as good as it should be. And that's coming again from somebody in myself who spent their time, spent their MT getting this card, and he just was a letdown. Look, Cat, you always have a special place in my personal heart as one of my favorite players in the entire NBA. But it just comes down to it's tough. It's tough to hype up a card with that bad of a release. I still do like the card stats, badges. He can go out there and compete because of how good he is defensively, and he's still going to knock down open shots. Just comes down to the fact that that release is really, really, really bad. At my number 7, Paolo Banchero. This is a guy I have to put on both the power forward and small forward list because I don't know where people prefer to run this card. I don't. Decent 3-ball, decent speed, really solid defensively. Why do I like him at the 4? Hall of Fame post lockdown and rebound chaser. Like, he can compete at the 4. There's nothing that says this card is bad at the 4 at all. He can compete, has pogo stick on Hall of Fame as well. Every important badge he does need. Now again, why do I like him at the 4 more than the 3? Well, movement wise, he's fine, not great. He's 6'10". He's got some important badges, but there's no limitless range on the card either. Another reason I like him a little more at the power forward position than that small forward position. I like this card at either position. It is, if you did grind out the Inferno set, Inferno collection, Paolo Banchero might have been the most, I don't even want to say best card, because I really do like T-Mac for the set, but as far as longevity is concerned, as far as a card that can fit multiple teams, Banchero fits exactly what you need at that small forward or power forward position, coming in here at number 7. At my number 6, Pink Diamond Thurl Bailey. I really like Thurl Bailey. I do. But when it comes down to, is he the best power forward in the game? No. But the fact of the matter is this. You win 20 unlimited games. Over the course of 6 weeks, you get a really good power forward, especially defensively. Hall of Fame chase down, clamps, interceptor, Off-ball pass, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, and workhorse. Who else that I've covered thus far has had better defensive stats and badges than this? Maybe Cat, and that would be it. Also does come with big driver and blow by. Defensively, he's way better than he is offensively. I do think power forward is going to be his best position considering how great he is as far as rebounding and just defending the interior. And just movement-wise, how not great he is. His release to me does feel a little bit slow. And again, it's just kind of one of those things you got to get used to it. But there's no doubt in my mind that Thurl Bailey is for sure, at minimum, a top 10 power forward in my team. You want to put him a little higher? I got no issues with that because this card can play at legitimately any level in my team. Thurl Bailey, really solid. At my number 5, Pink Diamond Chris Bosh. A lot of people in the my team community don't want to hype up Chris Bosh. I will. I'll go out of my way to hype this card up. 52 base badges, hot spots from both corners and the top of the key, 89 3 ball, 88 speed, decent lateral, good interior perimeter, defensive badges, solid as well. Now, why do people not hype up Chris Bosh? I think it's because the card doesn't do anything like out of the ordinary. Like, he's fine, but he's just kind of that stretch big. Now, why do I like Chris Bosh? I like Chris Bosh because I've got his release basically down to a science. I'm not going to mess with Chris Bosh. I used the Diamond Chris Bosh for so long. I like his release. Feel like it's straight up and down, super easy to time, easy to green, can handle the ball. Rebounding wise is fantastic. And as far as a stretch big in my team, I don't know if it gets much better than Chris Bosh. Honestly, he's not going to move that well. Attacking the rim, he's going to be okay, not great. But the best part about Chris Bosh, his ability to shoot the ball. That's the best part about Chris Bosh. And I think even compared to like a guy like Thurl Bailey, I like Chris Bosh's release even more. Definitely not worth the MT price of 241,000 MT, but if you have Chris Bosh, card can play at a really high level. At my number 4, Diamond Bam Adebayo. Another card that nobody is really talking about, but when I'm looking at my list, he's one of the best value power forwards on my list and probably is the best value card. I mean, for his MT price, I think it doesn't get much better than Bam. Why do I like him? 79 3-ball, no hot spots. You might be like, ew. His release is so easy to time and easy to green. So I know you guys might be like, Ty, his 3-ball is not that high. You know what? You're right. You are right. But his release is literally so easy to time. He's got a 92 speed. Every defensive stat is above a 90. Can handle the ball. Hall of Fame anchor, box out, beast, clamps, immobile, enforcer, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, big driver. You can give him some important shooting badges like catch and shoot. Attacking the rim, he's fine. He's got Hall of Fame precision dunker, which is important. There's just not many flaws with Bam. Joel Embiid dribble style is not great. I'll give you that. You're not going to be taking too many leaners, but he does have the basic leaner, and from the midi, he's going to knock down a lot of them. But I'm just talking about complete power forwards in my team and guys that I can go out there and trust. Bam's at the very top of my list for 126,000 MT. I know you guys might be like, Ty, that's pretty steep for just a power forward that's going to play defense. And you know what? You're probably right. But compared to some of these other guys, for 126,000 MT, you can do a lot worse than Bam Adebayo. Next up, guys, at my number 3, Pink Diamond Chet Holmgren. Here's the deal with Chet. I sometimes struggle greening consistently with the card. It's really that simple. I like Chet. I think for what he was, 2K gave us something special. You got 200 blocks at the start of this month, a month ago. Yeah, we're in February now. So you get 200 blocks, you get one of the top 3 power forwards in the game, and for his time, top 2. I mean, that's ridiculous. 2K gave us something so special with this Chet, and I think as the My Team community, we appreciated it, but we didn't appreciate it as much as we probably should have. I mean, this card defensively absolutely elite. Some people don't love that strength. To me, I haven't noticed it be that big of a deal. The problem I have with Chet is greening this release consistently. And if I don't green the release consistently, it's not like he can dribble. It's not like his leaner is great. I mean, you can green with the basic leaner, but it's not like it's great. He's fine, but again, outside of just his ability to shoot the ball offensively, doesn't give you a whole ton. Yes, the precision dunker is nice, does some other things for you that are nice, but it all comes down to, can you green consistently with Chet? If you can, he's probably your top 2 at minimum. At my number 2, I'm plugging in Pink Diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now for Giannis, it's interesting. You look at it, 95 3-ball, 90 lateral quickness, defensively absolutely elite, absolutely fantastic. So you guys might be like, okay, Ty, what's the downsides? Here's what I'll say. What are the downsides to Giannis? And it's tough because I don't think there's a ton of downsides to him. But when I'm looking at the downsides to Giannis, here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the three ball. I'm looking at the bait and release. I'm looking at, you know, the dribble style not being great. Those are the downsides to Giannis. Because if you look at the downsides of Giannis and you're looking like, well, Ty, you know, he is 7 feet tall. He's got a massive wingspan. Defensively, he's probably the best in the game. You know what? You're right. Okay, you're absolutely right. But the downsides, remember, the three ball and the release. Because at my number 1, Pink Diamond, Karl Malone. Hear me out, because I know a lot of people are like, seriously, Ty, I lost so much respect for you. If you don't want to run Karl Malone because of real life stuff, I get it. I'm in support of that. But my job is to tell you who is the best power forward right now in my team, and it's Karl Malone. I have no doubt in my mind. Badge-wise, fantastic. Hall of Fame rise up, Hall of Fame anchor, box out beast, clamps, immovable, interceptor, post take, post lockdown, rebound chaser. Shooting-wise, does enough. No limitless range. But he does enough with the gold catch and shoot, as well as a bunch of other shooting badges. And defensively, the card is so stout. Rebounding-wise, fantastic. The best part about Karl Malone is his release. The Karl Malone base on normal timing is absolutely fantastic. Hear me out again. Karl Malone base on normal timing is absolutely fantastic. He leans back a little. It's tough to get a contest on. Has hot spots from both corners. I don't know how you can get much better at the power forward position. Sure, he's only 6'9". You might want a guy a little bit taller. But at the power forward position, Karl Malone's my number 1 as it stands right now in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Let me know your thoughts on my power forward list down below in the comments. Who is I too high on, too low on? Ultimately, who did I leave off that you guys would have included? Drop a like, subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.